Welcome back to the Underage Packers podcast. We are here for another pre-game preview. Not doing it live today, but the Packers will take on the San Francisco 49ers in a Sunday night football showdown. Big B, you rocking the Elton Jenkins jersey. How you feeling?
I'm already super nervous and super scared, and I can only imagine what I will be feeling at 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock already. You're going that early. Well, I guess that's a little bit before the game starts for you. So
Yes.
yeah, I definitely feel though this is a game where after the first quarter we'll have a pretty good direction of where it's going. And hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's not looking like it's going to be like a casual or a normal Packers blowout loss. Hopefully it's where the offense is on par and able to keep up with the 49ers. You got Elton Jenkins on, who is unfortunately not playing. So I am repping the replacement, pulling out, move to the side of my mic, the Josh Nijman merch right here. Don't know if that's illegal or not to print Evan Siegel's headshot on a picture, but it's not for sale. I'm just repping 7-3. You're repping the 7-4.
Yep.
Yosh looking like he's gonna start. Yoshi, who really knows? But it looks like he'll be taking the start at offensive tackle. Big B, how surprised were you kind of to see that news from Ian Rappaport this morning?
I really thought they were going to move Turner or Kelly over to the left tackle spot. But then when I really thought about it, it actually does make a lot of sense at the end of the day, because he was mostly left tackle all through camp. He knows the position, and Turner played at right tackle and probably Kelly too during the entire offseason. So Josh Nijman, they like how he's been progressing since they picked him up as an undrafted free agent. So I guess we just have to trust Adam Stenavich on this one.
Yeah, you really he's been on the practice squad for a few years now. So if you're not going to play him, then what's the point of holding on to him? Obviously, this is not the ideal circumstance. You'd rather play him against the Lions defensive line than Nick Bosa and the 49ers defensive line. But at some point, he's got to go out there. It's an injury situation. Packers are down bad at the offensive tackle. And then, like you mentioned, if you move Kelly, Turner, or even Royce Newman, who played at offensive tackle at Ole Miss, then you're shifting along too many pieces of the offensive line. Even if you put Kelly in at right tackle, which is his natural position, then you got to move Turner over to left tackle, who he did play pretty fine at near the end of last year. But moving Yoshin, you keep everybody, the rest of the four the same, and then you don't have to. You have your four, and then you hope for the best with Yosh Nijman.
He does hold up. He does hold up pretty well in Madden, by the way. So
sure. I'm pretty sure he has like a 54 overall, if that. Yeah. But so sometimes there's those low overall beasts. Yes. Mike Weber was one of those guys for me. So the offensive line, obviously, the whole game has to run through them on the offensive side of the ball. And Aaron Rodgers is going to have to play a lot more like 2011 self than his 2018 self. Has to get rid of the ball very quickly. And hopefully Matt LaFleur, like you mentioned in your 3 keys to victory, can stick to the running game, stay consistent with that. And really, I think the main thing that you brought up, the most important thing that you brought up in your 3 keys to victory was hiring out the 49ers defense with A.J. Dillon. And that really would be the perfect example of the running game opening up the pass game and marrying the two together. My favorite part of Matt LaFleur's offense.
Oh, yes.
And then Kyle Shanahan on the other sideline for the 49ers, man. Dude, it's not even like the 49ers talent is extraordinarily better, but Kyle Shanahan is a scary dude when he has the hands of an offense, and
yes,
a lot of trickery, and he has done a lot better than his former coworker Matt LaFleur. So Big B, We're about, I don't know when we'll upload this, but we are currently 6 hours away from game time. What is the main thing you're going to be looking for tonight?
Just see if the defense can get off the field because we know they have had a rough time in those first 6 quarters getting off the field. I think that'll
Yep.
be a big key as well to a victory.
Yeah, I honestly think like the idea for the offense is kind of simple, well, it's easy to say, but
Yeah.
we have Aaron Rodgers, and as much as we can sit here and get a little shivery about Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead, get our Jeepers creepered.
Yep.
As much as we can do that, the 49ers fans are going on that other side, and they're like, shoot, they might be missing their 2 Pro Bowler offensive tackles, but they still got Aaron Rodgers. They still got Aaron Jones. They still got Devontae Adams. So they're still going to have to, their defensive line is great, but they're still going to have to hold up in the secondary as well. But that defense is the reason why, if we're in the playoffs, like basically because I'm pretty worried or have some doubts about the Packers winning this game in week 3, doesn't really say too much about what I might think about them come December football if we have to face against 49ers again, when the defense is at a different point, when the offense is able to throw to more than Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones in the receiving game. Like there's a lot of season left, and really what we've seen from Joe Barry's defense so far has really been Mike Pettin is looking at that and saying, this is what my agent was probably saying to you in negotiations to keep me. You want to go and find a new defense coordinator, that's fine, but good luck implementing him to your preferred last stance for your Hall of Fame quarterback. And now we're seeing the effects of that, and Joe Barry's going to have to get his stuff together pretty quickly here now. Week 3, though, there's some doubters. I'm probably considered amongst them, but Packers week 3 team, it seems right now that they'd be unmatched against the 49ers. A little unfair, or not unfair, this is the NFL, but the 49ers definitely have some competitive advantage over them. Packers will have to be on their A game, have to get some turnovers, have to show up on offense, have to get off the bus, have to know when this game kicks off, and not be not be pretty much flying back already in the first quarter. Any final thoughts or words, Big B?
Expect a lot of maybe 2 tight end sets, and especially Mercedes Lewis on that left side helping out Josh Nyman over there. I would expect Mercedes to get a lot of reps today.
That's a really good point there. Dominique Daphne, H-back, who would be seeing a lot of those snaps, is out. He's placed on injured reserve, but Josiah DeGuara is back after missing last week with a concussion. So Mercedes, Josiah, and even Robert were getting Robert was getting a few blocking opportunities in these first 2 weeks as my lighting goes absolutely dead. But very good point by Big B to end it off. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on all the social medias. Me and Big B will be back here tomorrow to recap a game against San Fran. We'll see you later. Go Pack Go.